Hi, I'm Cindy Roberts, and today we're going to talk about time management and how to make a balanced day for you. It is important for you to be balanced and to spend your time doing the things that you want to do the most. So what we're going to do is we're going to have an exercise today, and I'll tell you when to start that. But first, I'd like to talk to you about how important time management is, or let's take you back into your elementary school days. And up on the side of the chalkboard or wherever on the wall, they had the schedule of the day. So you knew at what time you were going to be studying math and which one was spelling, which one was recess, the most important part, along with lunch. You had it all spelled out for you hour by hour so that you knew exactly what to expect during the day. And it helped you stay focused, and the teacher, most of all, to stay focused and on task and to be able to get everything done, because you could get a lot done in a short amount of time if it was focused and if it was on target and on time. So that's what we're going to do. That's how we're going to find balance in our days, is we're going to kind of do the same type of thing, because that's the best way to get things done and to have a positive experience being balanced. All right, most of the time we as moms are running throughout our day just putting out fires a lot of the time. We're just dealing with one crisis after another. We hurry and scurry through the day, and by the end of the day we feel like, I've done absolutely nothing that I really needed to do. So we're going to try to eliminate that, but also plan for it, because sometimes our days are just like that and there's nothing we can do about it. So we're going to put that into our plan. All right, so what we're going to do is, this is the actual exercise. So I'd like you to stop the video and go get 2 pieces of paper and a writing utensil, pen, pencil, whatever you feel comfortable with, and then come back. Okay, so now that you have your paper and your pencil, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make a list of our priorities that need to get done during the week. So this could be, you'll want to have several different categories. One, of course, is yourself. What things do you need to do for yourself, for your own personal fulfillment? So your own personal quiet time for your spiritual study, if you choose to do that, or for your personal development, or for your workout, for planning your meals, all of those things that will help you to feel put together. Time for shower, those types of things that's just personal for you. Then the next category is the things that you need to do for your family. So if you are the taxi driver, like I am, you need to write in those times that you will be taking your children different places and their different schedules. Excuse me. You'll also need to put in their family dinner times, other family activities. If you take one night a week to spend with your family, make sure that's in that priority category and column. Then the next thing you'll want to do is, if you are involved in a job, if you have a full-time job, or community service, or whatever other priorities that you have in your life, your church service, make a column for each one of those priorities that's important to you, and write in those columns the things that you need to do this week to get done, to make sure that you have all of your projects and activities that you need to get done in those lists. So you can go ahead and stop the video and fill out that part of our exercise. Okay, welcome back. So now what we're going to do is we're going to actually put in the schedule those things that you made a priority list for. First, I wanted to show you my priority list so you kind of know what I'm talking about, and hopefully yours looks a little bit like mine. I don't know if you can see it. But I have another business that I run, my Lily's Lathers business, and I had things that I needed to do in there. Here's myself and my family. I kind of created it together. Then, because of my Beachbody business, I have other things that I need to do for my Beachbody business. And also in here is some of my church stuff. So it was important for me to have those in my categories so that I could make sure that now, as I fill in my schedule for the day and for the week, I have those in the plan. All right, so There's several different ways that you can keep your calendar. You can either do it here on paper. I'm a very tactile, goodness, excuse me, tactile, I have to see it, visual thing person. So I like color, I like to see things on paper and I can touch it and handle it. Other people are okay with just doing it on their phone. You can use Google Calendar, and that is just fine because there's my Google Calendar. I don't know, you can't see it, that's too bright. But one of the things I do is I do a combination. So I use my Google Calendar for my reoccurring activities that I know I need to make sure that I have a reminder for. So I set it into my Google Calendar and I set it up for alerts so that I know that I'll get an alert 10 to 15 minutes before that activity begins so that I can go, oh yeah, oh, stop what I'm doing and pay attention to that one. But this paper one is where I really focus my day's activities and my week's activity. So on your second piece of paper, you can choose to do it one of two ways. You can either do a day at a time on a piece of paper or do your whole week. For me, I like to plan my days. I have my other paper calendar, my big paper calendar like this, where I put in my week, but then I like to do it on this paper, my daily hour by hour. So it sounds like it's kind of redundant, but for me it works. So anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to begin. You need a beginning of the day. So for me, 5 o'clock is the beginning of my day. I put in there, wake up, scripture study, personal prayers, and my gratitude journal. And so I spend 45 minutes doing that. And then I know right as soon as I'm done with that, I go right into my workout. This is the biggest thing that you'll want to do, is that if you are just beginning your journey of becoming forever fit, you need to plan for your workouts. Put them in that calendar so that they are an important appointment, so you don't miss it, so it's scheduled. That's the important part of this, is scheduling your workout. And until you've got it as a habit, because it takes about 21 days to build a habit, you want to make sure that it is written on your plan. And even after that, because I've been doing this for a year and a half, I still put it on my calendar because I still want to make sure that I'm planning for it and I'm scheduling that time, that bracket of time for it. Then I'm also putting in here my meal planning. I have the different things that are important to me that I've taken from that list, those columns of the priorities, and I've actually inserted them into my daily plan. So I have from 5 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock at night, hour by hour, so that I know exactly what I'm going to be doing every hour of the day. Some people go, ugh, that's really tedious. But for me, it works because I want to make sure that I'm fitting in everything that's on my priority list. Now, from those columns, do I need to fit everything in on my first day? Well, of course not, because that's a week-long activity. So if I've scheduled it and planned it for my Monday, then I can go back and check it off and say, I've got it on my plan. And then I can see that I'm taking care of those priority things throughout the week. So you need to have time in there to unplug so that you're getting off of the computer or getting off of your whatever activities so that you can spend time with your family, so you can be flexible in your time frame. One of the things that I like to do is to focus on the key things that I need to do every day. And that is 1, spend time on me, 2, spend time with my family, and 3, spend time with my faith. So those 3 things are very, very important to me. So I want to make sure that they are on my calendar every day so that I know that I'm taking care of those top 3 priorities for me. And then the other things will fall into place as I plan and prioritize. I have been doing this method for the last several weeks, and I have found that it's really working for me. And hopefully it'll work for you too. I want to make sure I'm giving you everything I have. Oh, so at night, before you go to bed, one of the top tips that I've heard from other successful people is that you want to pick 3 things that you want to do the next day, the top 3 things that you want to make sure that you get done, because you have your to-do list, and for moms, it's quite long sometimes. But pick the top 3 that are the absolute most important things that need to get done, so that when you do have them done, you feel like you've accomplished something for that day. And in that way, you get them done very first thing in the morning, because you want to put the things you really don't want to do first, so you don't lag and feel, oh, I have to get this done by the end of the day. So get it done first, then you feel like you have succeeded and that you've got something done. And then by the end of the day, you can mark those 3 things off and say, I did it. Even though your day may fall apart, that's okay, because at least you planned, and at least you tried, and at least you got those 3 things done. So hopefully this was helpful to you. If you have any questions or any suggestions, please reach out to me. Comment below with a picture of your calendar. So I will be posting my picture of my daily calendar for today in the comments below. I'd love to see your calendar. I'd love to see how you are prioritizing. If you want to show me a list of your categories and the things that you need to get done this weekend, that would be great. I'd love to see it. So make sure you comment below in the comment section and share those things with me. And if you have any questions, reach out. Thanks, and have a great day. Bye.